everyone, welcome back to Homestead Corner. I'm Jenny, and today I have got a bunch of pantry items that you can still get for under $1 to beef up your pantry. Important to have your pantry well stocked with all the staples, and I think it's important to make sure you have a good variety of stuff. And sometimes we don't have a lot of money to invest to broaden the amount of food and different varieties of things, but there are still a lot of pantry items that you can pick up for under $1. So today I thought I would just share some of these items to make sure that you have as much in there. You may have forgotten something or not thought of something, and it's great to have little reminders to just help you make sure you have the best variety possible to help you when you have to pull just from your pantry. And in these times with the economy the way it is, we are finding that we're eating more and more pantry meals. So let's get started. One of the first things is iodized salt. You can get iodized salt for under $1. I think it's around 58 cents at Walmart still. Check your different stores. You may be able to get it a little bit cheaper, but you can definitely get iodized salt under $1. And I don't cook with this a lot. I usually use pink salt, but having the iodized salt is important because in an emergency situation or long-term eating from your pantry, you want to make sure you're getting the correct nutrients, and iodized salt has a little different makeup and you need some. So a little table salt is good. And the next thing is baking soda, not just for eating, also tons of cleaning. You could brush your teeth with it. You could do so many different things. Baking soda is definitely a staple. You can get larger boxes, but you can get these little small ones for like 60 cents still, which is pretty good. And you definitely want to have a nice supply of baking soda, especially for all that extra cleaning, things like that, because those cleaning supplies are expensive, and this is an all-natural way to go, which is great. And also with your baking soda, good for baking, good for cleaning, and vinegar, also good for cooking and cleaning. Having plenty of vinegar on your shelf is super important because it is an excellent cleaner. You can pickle food with it. You can do so many things. I keep a ton of white vinegar in the house. Also, other types of vinegars, they're not usually under $1 though. This one, I think this one was 98 cents for a quart. Yeah, it's quart size. So under $1, you can still get it. They're inching up and they're getting closer to $1. And before long, a lot of these items won't be under $1. So I would get them now to get them into your pantry will be the cheapest time for you. And the next thing is long grain white rice. You can still get 1 pound bags under $1. It is definitely a lot cheaper to buy big 20-pound bags. You get a lot more because it's only about $9 for 20 pounds, whereas this way 20 little 1 pound packs would be closer to $20. So, but little packs, if that's what you can afford, get it. Get what you can afford. That's what it's all about. Definitely. The next thing, also excellent for baking, fast rising yeast. You can get 3 packages for under $1 still, about 90 cents I think they are now. And the store brand ones are definitely cheaper. I think the Fleischmann is over $1 now, but great to have on hand if you're going to be cooking and baking bread and things like that. And bread is getting super expensive at the store, but I'm buying it as long as I can afford it. And then I'll make it when I have to. You don't love to make bread. The next thing is pasta. Pasta is, a lot of the store brand ones are still under $1. So grabbing those and stocking up on pasta. These store pastas The ones you get at the store, they don't have eggs in them, so they can be stored for a really long time. So if you seal these up in an airtight container, these are going to last for decades. Egg noodles will not last that long, but your regular box pasta will, because it doesn't have eggs in it. The next thing is sardines. Sardines are still under $1 a can. They are pretty small. This is only 3.75 ounces, and there is water in here, but you can do a lot of things with this. You can add them to stews. You can eat them out of the can. It's great to have extra proteins, any kind you can, on the shelf. Tuna is the next one, still under $1. Excellent source of protein. You can do tons and tons of stuff with it. We love keeping a lot of tuna in the house. You definitely want to have some good protein sources, and tuna, pretty much the store brand here, is about all we can get under $1, but we can still get it under $1, so that's good. Get some on your shelf. It's definitely worth it if you like tuna. I know some people do not like tuna, but it is a great protein. The next thing, gelatin. Those little Jello packs, it's nice, especially if you have kids or even for yourself. It's nice to have a little something sweet that's inexpensive, and these are loaded. They do have quite a lot of sugar, and they're not going to go bad anytime soon, so they're great to have on the shelf. And I think you can get a couple for $1. I think they're under 50 cents still. The next thing is refried beans. The store brand ones, we are seeing both of the local stores here, both have refried beans for under $1. So the name brand ones are over, but get whatever it is that works for you. Refried beans can be used in a ton of different ways, and they have another great protein for your pantry. Some beans, if you can find beans under $1, I think the store brands still are, and once in a while we find a sale on like Goya or Bush or something like that, right around $1 or just under $1. So beans are another one, great protein. Fruits are definitely much harder to get for under $1. The only cans I could find were these peaches, and these were $1. The other one was a fruit cocktail. Everything else was over $1 in our local stores, but getting some fruits on the shelf. Fruits are definitely our weak spot in our pantry because they don't have a huge variety of canned fruits, and we do freeze and can some of our own stuff that we grow, berries and things like that, but getting extra fruits on in the pantry is definitely a lot more challenging for us anyway. The next thing, you can get these big cans. They are still 28 and 29 ounce cans of vegetables for 98 cents, which is excellent, especially if you have a family. If you're a single person, you may want to go with the smaller cans, but these are great if you have a family and you need to open more than one can. They're still under $1, and you get as much as 2 of the small cans in there, so it works out really nice. They still have them for under $1 at Walmart, and just certain ones, not all of them, but definitely look around and see what you can find. The next is broths. These are a must, I think, for the pantry. Having chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broth. These are still under $1 right now. They are creeping closer to $1, so I would get them right away into your pantry. But we cook a lot with broths. It helps, especially if you are cooking rice or beans or anything that's bland. It helps add flavor. It helps add nutrients. Broths are absolutely excellent for your pantry. Soups. We have a couple of soups here. The cream of chicken and cream of mushroom. The cream of soups are great. These are the only 2 that I can find locally that are under $1 still. The name brand ones are over $1, and even Some of the store brand ones are over $1. So these are the only two that I could find, but these are excellent to make casseroles, to make soups with if you want a creamy type of soup. They work really, really well. And for 58 cents, I think they are, under 60 cents, definitely a must-have for the pantry. Another, pumpkin. You can get some of the pie filling. This is pumpkin puree. You can get these still for just under $1. To make pumpkin muffins, breads, things like that. Adds nutrients. I love like a curried squash soup, and pumpkin is a great replacement if you don't have any squash. So I have done curried pumpkin soup, I guess. So they are really good though, and it's great to, these are so versatile. You can put them in a lot of different things. Pumpkin is a great one to keep on the shelf. The next, your tomatoes, tomato products. You can still get these big 28, 29 ounce cans for just under $1. And again, it's twice the size of the little ones, and the little ones are over $1. So pick through what they have, see what you can get. But like, we keep diced tomatoes, we keep tomato sauce. Tomato paste is another one. I didn't see it there, but it is still under $1, most all brands. These Hunt's pasta sauces, still under $1. I was very surprised to see these under $1. All the other pasta sauces are way higher. This is the cheapest one, but it will last in your pantry, and it works on spaghetti, chicken parmesan, whatever, all kinds of different meals you can make with it. Soups, you can make a soup out of this. Even though it says spaghetti sauce, it can be transferred into other things. You can do tons of stuff. The next thing is saltines. We love having saltines in the house. My kids like to melt a piece of cheese on top. They peanut butter on them. You can put cheese on them. You do all kinds of stuff, different kinds of cheeses. Great for dipping, anything like that. And they are a good belly filler, and I think they're excellent to have in the pantry. And soups. Some soups you can still find under $1. You definitely have to look through what they have. Soups are rising pretty fast in our grocery stores, but I have found a couple that are under $1, the smaller cans. So definitely look around. Soups are a wonderful thing because you can open and eat. And having open and eat food is really important. And that is it for under $1. I do have one other thing, but it is just over $1 in our stores, and they are a must for your pantry though. Beans, dried beans. This is so much more. This will give you like a whole bunch of cans of beans for the price, and it will, you know, once you cook these up, they expand. It's way more, and having dried beans I think is a must. And you can make you can sprout these. They are seeds. You can grow them. You can make sprouts for your salad. You can do so many things. Soups, add them to meals, add them to anything really, and it just increases that protein. So all of these items, except for that last one, are under $1. They're $1 or less, and the beans are just over, I think they were $1.14, but definitely a must-have for the pantry. And some stores you might be able to find some under $1. Here in our area we can't, but you might be able to. So I definitely would look and stock up on those beans if you haven't already. If you have other items that you're picking up for under $1, please put them in the comments down below. It really helps people expand their pantry and find things, maybe a new favorite, maybe something they didn't think about, but it really helps other people. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.